Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Hey, y'all. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I see you guys. Hi. Hi. Good morning. Yeah. Hey, y'all. Oh, good morning. I see y'all coming in. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's get started. I see you guys coming in. I hope you guys are having a great morning thus far. Hope you got your coffee, you got to work, you're doing what you got to do. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Let's go ahead and get the disclaimer out. Oh, I'm still waking up a little bit. I'm so sleepy, you guys. Why is my phone screen? What is on my phone screen? Hey, guys. Let me go ahead and get the disclaimer out. I'm still waking up. My apologies. I got to get it right. All right. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. Everything said in this video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for entertainment purposes. Okay. Yes. So thank you guys for being here. Give me 1 sec. Y'all know I'll be working from different computers. All right. All right. So good morning. Good morning. We're here. This is Chronicles. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday. We got some interesting topics this morning and some updates on a few things. So we're going to go ahead and jump right on into it. Hope you guys had a chance to catch the live on last night. We drug a little bit. We acted up a little bit. Yeah. So hopefully you guys got a chance to check that live. We had over, I think, 1,200 or so in the chat last night. We had a pretty good time over here. So if you didn't get a chance to check it out, please go ahead and do so and hit the like button. And also, if you didn't subscribe, please go ahead and do that as well so you can be ready for the next video. All right. All right, let's move forward. I told you guys I was going to kind of give you guys recaps on the SWV show. Say I drag. I appreciate it. I've been keeping up with the SWV show with Escape Honey. Let me just say, Latasha Scott Lord from the group, the lead singer, is just, she's really irking my nerves, y'all. This show is really, really getting on my nerves. How she is just being so defiant, how she is being so standoffish. She is the problem of the group. Like, maybe they just need to just do away with her. And I hate to say that, but she is just becoming a real problem in this group. The other girls are trying to come together and have conversations in terms of squashing things so that they can move forward in business. She is mixing business with pleasure. They're having a meet. They sat down and had a whole meeting to try to move forward and talk about tours. And she's still talking about, me and you still need to talk about what you said and what you did to my mama. That don't got nothing to do with no business meeting. Certain things should not be spoken about in certain moments. You don't talk about what you said to mama in no business meeting. Like, wrong time and definitely wrong place. Okay. She has a lot of, I'm looking at Latasha Scott, and let me show you guys a picture of what she used to look like, because she's apparently looked like she's been bleaching. This is the old picture of her. She has a lot of insecurities. Okay. When a person has a lot of insecurities, then they kind of act a different type of way and treat people a certain type of way because they feel a way. This is how she used to look. All right. This is how she looks now. She looked like she's been doing some bleaching. Look at that arm. Look at that face. Look at her hand. Look at her arm. Look at her face. Like she's been a little bleaching a little bit. Look at her neck. Her neck is dark. Her face is light color. She's kind of, I guess, like Tisha. Something going on. She's got a lot of insecurities. Now, it was said, and she said on the show how she talked about how the girls used to always talk about her and her weight, and people used, whenever they interviewed them or introduced them, they would always call her the big girl in the group. She just had a recent altercation on the first episode where she told somebody to kiss her ass on the show and they told her to grow one. So she's always felt a certain type of way about her body. She's always been insecure about who she was, and it's coming off and spilling off negatively in the group. Okay. Not to mention her mother is taking sides with her, with Latasha, against her sister Tamika, who is also in the group, which is causing problems within the group. Not only is her mother causing issues, but her husband, okay, Latasha's husband, okay, I'm gonna show you guys a picture of him. He comes off as being very controlling. His name is Rocky. He comes off as being very controlling. He is also her manager, and the group is saying that they do not want him to have anything to do with managing and or doing anything as related to the group because it's too toxic. Now, episode 1, they were fussing because Latasha's husband was accused of taking royalty checks from Tamika, which is Latasha's sister, okay? And was said to have cashed up to like $30,000 worth of royalty checks. And she put on blast on national television that mama got mad and pretty much called her on this episode and told her, if I even hear about you putting hands on her, I'm gonna kick your butt in the worst way. Like, that mama is too much, honey. That mama, this is them standing outside on this episode, part 2 of the episode, because this is part 2. This is them standing outside fussing about this money, honey. That's Tamika in the red dress. I said, Lord, fussing about this money. That mama is too involved and too invested, okay? She's picking one daughter over the other, and it's causing problems within the group. The problem that I have with Latasha Scott, which is the lead singer of the group, she don't have a brain for herself. When production asked her a question in terms of the group escape, in terms of how they're going to move forward, and are they going to be able to move forward in business, blah, blah, blah. She couldn't even speak on her own. Her husband came from behind the scenes and started whispering in her ear, telling her what to say. Okay, as you guys can see here. So she and Candy said it on this episode that she don't have a brain, because all the girls sat down with Candy to ask her, to ask Latasha, what are you going to do in terms of we get ready trying to move forward with this tour? I don't know. I got to pray about it. And Candy was saying that Latasha was saying she don't know she got to pray about it because she got to consult with her husband. So she don't make any moves, which you should discuss, But when it comes to business and you holding up the group, that's just not professional. Okay, that's just not professional. So I did not like how that turned out. And then the fact that she had a secret meeting with some producers in Nashville to try to do a side project, a side album, a solo album. She's trying to do a gospel album. She did not say anything to the group. They're trying to go on tour. She's holding them up on the tour, which, as you guys know, they've already gone on tour without her because she just will not sit down and iron out issues so that they can move forward as a group. So they moved on without her in terms of going on tour. So she's trying to do this whole solo thing. Once again, this is the second time she tried to do that. The first time she tried to go solo, it was a flop. So she's trying to do it again. And what she's going to wind up doing is getting kicked out of the group. And then you're going to be broke looking stupid. And then you're going to blame everybody. When you're the real issue. She has some self issues that she needs to work out. I'm going to show y'all her old picture again. As y'all know, she already went and had some type of weight loss surgery because she's always felt a way about her weight. That's how she used to look. And let me show y'all now how she looks now. Okay. So she's changing some things about herself to make her feel better about herself. But let's move on, child. I saw something last night that kind of struck my interest in terms of celebrity news. For those of you that caught the Oscars, Angela Bassett, honey. Angela Bassett, y'all know who she is. She's been in several movies. Angela Bassett was snubbed, you guys. She was snubbed at the Oscars, which I was feeling a way about that. Let me show you guys her at the Oscars. She looks so pretty in that color. That's her. That's her. She looks so good. That's a great color on her. Okay. You could tell she was very disappointed at the Oscars because she was snubbed by Jamie Lee Curtis, okay, for Best Supporting Actress. All right. Jamie Lee Curtis beat out Angela Bassett for some type of comedy drama role for a movie called Everything Everywhere All That at Once. I haven't seen it. She was supposed to be like an IRS inspector. But Angela Bassett was snubbed, you guys, and she looked very, very disappointed. I'm going to show you guys how she looked whenever they announced. Okay.
What are your thoughts
Hold on. I'm sorry. Why my phone don't want to act right today? I'm sorry, y'all. Oh my God.
And the Oscar goes to Jamie Lee. Jamie Lee Curtis.
I was disappointed by that. I was disappointed. Angela Bassett. Y'all see her expression? She was disappointed. All right, so yeah. So Angela Bassett, she was nominated for her supporting role as Ramonda, Queen Mother of Wakanda. Okay, so she was expecting to win this award, and they picked over her and snubbed her for Jamie Lee Curtis for her role in a movie that I ain't seen near or heard of. And I like Jamie Lee Curtis as an actress, but I felt like that award should have been given to Angela Bassett. I really do. Okay. Now, fans, of course, were outraged. They were pissed at the fact that Angela was snubbed at the Oscars. Okay. Angela Bassett's husband, Courtney B. Vance, he spoke about it and said that it was overdue. They said that Angela is overdue for an Oscar. Said it's been time for her to get one. Said she's waited 29 years to get an Oscar. Okay. That's a long time. That is a long time to be waiting on an Oscar. Okay. For real. All right. So like I said, her reaction was very disappointing. She kind of gasped in disappointment whenever they called Jamie Lee Curtis, because I think that she really thought she was going to win that award. So Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors, this is them at the Oscars. They gave her a shout out because they knew she felt away.
Hey, Auntie, we love you.
I like them together. If you guys did not get to see Creed, the new movie Creed, please go see it. It is so good. Jonathan Majors is really starting to grow on me as an actor, you guys. Like, oh my God, he slayed his role in this new Creed. If you guys did not see it, I like boxing and stuff like that. So if you guys did not get to go see that movie, please go see it. It was an awesome movie, okay? Michael B. Jordan, he did his thing in that movie as well. It was a very, very good movie. A lot of people felt away because they were saying, I don't understand why Rocky wasn't in the movie. Well, hell, Rocky, maybe he didn't want to be in it. He's looking at retiring anyway. So the movie was still great. It was a great success. The numbers were high in the movie. So yeah, I mean, I didn't feel a way about it. I thought that, hey, he didn't want to be in the damn movie. He didn't want to be in it. So let's move on, child. In other news, Chris Rock and Will Smith's beef, honey, is still at an all-time high, y'all. Lord, I said these two, I want them to let it go. I mean, yes, he slapped the hell out of you, but let's move on, child. Let's move on. Will Smith, honey, is reportedly embarrassed by Chris Rock's special. You guys know he has a Netflix special where he went in on Will Smith. He talked junk about Will Smith. He even called Jada the bitch word. He got all his frustrations out from that damn slap. Do y'all hear me? I did not get a chance to see it all because I fell asleep on it. But baby, I saw clips of it and he went in. He even talked about Jada Smith having a whole relationship and or side, situationship with August Alsina. Like he went in. Y'all. So it said that Will Smith tried to reach out to him, try to call him. He would not pick up the phone. He will not discuss with him, but he did hop on there and do that whole special. And Will is saying he's embarrassed by it. Okay. He's tried to apologize and he just is not hearing it. All right, so they're saying that less than a week after Chris let loose on Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith in the new stand-up special, said the Oscar-winning actor has reportedly made his thoughts one bit clear, okay? It says that Will is embarrassed and hurt by what Chris said about him and his family in his Netflix special. It says that he didn't watch it, but he had people tell him what Chris said, so that's hearsay. Says it's everywhere when you look online and on social media. So Will and Jada have seen comments about it. It says, oh, poor Will. Says that of course he's embarrassed. All right. So it says that Will apologized to Chris and would like for Chris to just let it go. All right. It says that Will has worked on himself and he is banned by the Oscars for 10 years. So he can't come to the Oscars, y'all, for the next 10 years because he slapped Chris Rock. It says that he feels like that's enough and wants Chris to move on so that he and everyone else can too. All right. It says, in other words, Will Smith feels that he should get the last word, not unlike he did last year at last year's Academy Awards, accepting the Best Actor to a partial standing ovation. Okay. Because people are still feeling away. Long after slapping Chris Rock and taking the spotlight off of Summer of Soul, the winner of the Best Documentary category, Rock was presenting. Okay. It says to add to hypocrisy. I can't even talk this morning. It's Lord, the spirit of thick tongue is on me. Get off me, Wanda. All right. It says that the source has noted that Will is also upset that Netflix was part of this and thinks that Chris insulting Jada again is below the belt. All right. It says that he is upset that Netflix gave Chris this platform to share these messages and thinks that it is very distasteful. All right. So for those of you that did not watch it, like I said, he went off. So it says that for those of you who did not see Chris Rock's Netflix special, Selective Outrage, that's what it's called. If you guys have Netflix, it says that Rock spent the last part of it addressing the Will Smith slap, putting much of the blame on his wife. It says that she effing said I should quit because Will didn't get nominated for concussion. It says, what the F? Says, so then I do some jokes about it. Who gives a F? Said, that's how it is. She started it. I finished it. Said, nobody's picking on this biatch. That's what he called her. Says that she started this shit. Says that nobody was picking on her. That is what Chris Rock had to say. So Will is pretty much saying, look, it's been a year now. Let's get past this. Let's move past this. Yes, I slapped the hell out of you. I'm trying to move on with my life. I got some movies coming up. It's not, people not wanting to come out and support me. They don't want my ass back at the Oscars for the next 10 years because of that. Well, that's your karma for acting out. You are in a public place. You are around prestigious people. You are at a filmed event. You should not have took your ass up there, even if you were in your feelings. You should have handled that backstage and or away from the Oscars. Okay. Versus going up there and acting like a ghetto hot mess. You don't put your hands on people like that. So now they've beefed up security. And they're saying that if anybody act out at the Oscars going forward, that they will be arrested and or, taken up out of there and will not be able to attend. So they're taking it very serious that he, that Will did what he did to Chris. That was wrong for him to put his hands on him, And I applaud Chris for not being, ghetto and I guess fighting back. But had that been me, it would have been a reaction. I'm just saying, don't never slap me because, hey, you got 5 coming back. And I ain't talking about 5 ones. I'm talking about 5 fingers. Pow, you're gonna get it back. If you slap me, you're gonna get slapped back. Period. So my thing is this: Will cannot dictate when Chris forgives him and or move on. You cannot dictate when a person move on or when you feel that it's enough when you wrong somebody. They get over it when they feel like getting over it. Okay, just like you felt like hopping your ass up there and slapping him, he get over it when he feel like getting over it. You don't get to tell him when enough is enough and when he got to get over something. When you did something to him, and that's just on period. Okay. You assaulted him. You messed with his pride. Okay. So he did what any other person could do. He fought with his words. You fought with your hands. He fought with his words. He talked about how he felt and he made a coin. He flipped it and made a coin from an unfortunate situation. And you can't be mad about that. Okay. Was it abrasive? Yes. What he said was very abrasive. You slapping him was also abrasive. So take one for the team, bro. He was embarrassed to be slapped. You're saying you're embarrassed about the comedy special. It's the win-win. All right. Next time, keep your hands to yourself. It has affected you in business because people are not supporting you like they used to. Your movie ratings are not rated like they used to be because you put your hands on somebody. Accountability needs to be taken accountable. You need to be held accountable for what you did. You apologizing to him. That's great that you have an apology for him, but he don't have to accept your apology until he's ready. You harmed him. You assaulted him. He don't have to accept your apology just because you apologized. I'm sorry. You called him. You said, oh, he didn't answer the phone. He don't have to. He don't have to answer the phone. You slapped him. It's great that you reached out. Thank you. But when he's ready to get over it, then he will. He addressed it. And Chris pretty much said, hey, I addressed it and I'm moving on. I'm not talking about it no more. He got it out. He got his feelings out, and that's what it is. Okay. You can call all day long. You're going to get sent to voicemail until I'm ready to talk about it. That's just how I feel. Don't put your hands on me and then feel like that I got to get out of my feelings when you feel like you're ready to come around and apologize. It don't work that way. It don't work that way, Will. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you feel that way, but it just does not work that way. Now, your ass got to be embarrassed and have people talk about you and this situation a whole year after. Did he make a nice bag off of it? Absolutely. Absolutely. So he turned his pain into a coin, and I applaud him for that. Let's move on. Let's move on. I'm gonna go and let my boy Smokey Robinson go on the dance. Let me show you. Oh, let's turn the music down. All right. Let me let him go on the dance, honey. After that whole slap conversation, we're gonna go and let Smokey gyrate y'all right on up out of there, honey. This is what I feel about that whole situation. Get him, Smokey. Yes, honey. Get him, Smokey. Give it to him. Yes, Smokey. Give it to him, honey. And walk it off. Smokey said, I'm going to gyrate on y'all, then I'm going to walk it off. Let me show y'all again, honey. Get him, Smokey. Yes, honey. Give it to him, baby. Wind it up, sir. Wind it. Yes, honey. Smokey still got it now. Smokey said, don't let these hips fool you now. He might have to put some icy hot on when he get home tonight. But Smokey said, I'm going to give you the best that I got, honey. Walk it off, Smokey. Yes, child. I love it. I had to show y'all that. I was like, Smokey, you better come through here and give it to him. Yes. All right. So moving on. Carlos King, honey. Carlos King speaks on the new season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. He dropped some tea. He dropped some nuggets. All right. I was like, yes. Give us something, Carlos, because y'all know he wants us to watch, honey, to keep them ratings up. All right. So he is talking to one of my favorite bloggers who I watch and who I admire, DJ Richie Sky. Okay. So we're going to go ahead on and play. Carlos actually reveals some tea for the new season. Like I said, he promises new dynamics and drama beefs. He also talks about, thank you so much for the super chat. Since Said It podcast. I appreciate it. Thank you. Carlos, he is talking about, he's saying that Sheree will make an appearance, which I think we already knew that. As Martell's love interest. It says that Sheree is going to go off on one of the cast members, honey, involving Martell. And it's going to get heated, and people had to be separated because y'all know Sheree got that in her, okay? Who going to check me, boo? Y'all remember when she was on that? Fussing with old boy. Who going to check me, boo? She was on that. I was like, bring it down, girl. Bring it down. But it says she's going to be on there snapping off on somebody. So let me let you guys hear what Carlos had to say.
What are your thoughts on Joy Clifton as an addition to Love and Marriage, DC?
Ooh, this is a complicated one. I don't really feel like I've gotten that much of Clifton, and I don't know if it's because he's having a lot of back issues or they've been sick with the Mexico Montezuma's revenge. It's something going on with them every week where they can't make it to the scene. So that's a big problem for me because it's preventing me from getting to know y'all. It's the truth. But let me say, and because I didn't watch them on Ready to Love, I would like to get to know more about them. What I do like about Joy is, it's not going to sound good. And Joy is the type of reality TV personality that she, for some reason, cannot help but to find herself in conflict. And that is because what she says in confessionals or in one situation don't always match up to what she say in another situation, right? So you'll be kind of like, no, wait a minute, but you told her this, and then you said, but you said this, and how you going to skirt past this whole, they arguing over something you said, but you. What are your thoughts on Joy?
Hold up. Did I show y'all the right clip? Hold up. I got it. Hold up. I think I pulled the wrong clip, child. Lord. What I do with it? Give me a second, y'all. I done pulled the wrong clip. Lord. Okay. Anywho. What did I do with my clip? I hate when that happens, y'all. Anywho, Carlos is pretty much saying that there is going to be, I think I saved it in something else. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm usually prepared. Give me a second. He is saying that they are going to have some updates on the show, and it's going to be some drama. But where the hell did I save it? Ugh. Give me a second, y'all. My apologies. My apologies. Carlos, where are you? Give me a second, because I know I got it. I know I got it. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move on, and then we'll come back to it. But anywho, he said that Sheree will make an appearance and that she will be going off on one of the other cast members, okay? I'm going to come back to it because I do have the video. I just got to put my fingers on it. I forgot where I saved it. Anywho, let's move on to Ariane Curry, honey. I want to talk about her a little bit this morning before we move forward. Ariane Curry. Now, you guys know that she's been in the news with Martell. We already did a whole live last night talking about her, Martell, this whole situation. Somebody sent me some tea that I wanted to, I'm debating on, do I want to talk about it? Because I really haven't done my research as much on that. So I don't know if it's more hearsay. A lot of people are saying that they were not processed and or locked up, went to jail. They had a cooling off period because they had an altercation where they were arguing. The police did come. They gave both of them a citation is what I'm hearing. So Martell was, y'all know, like I said last night, it was always a technicality as it relates to him saying that they did not go to jail. He did not see the inside of a jail cell. Y'all remember he kept saying that. But they're saying that the two of them did have a loud altercation where neighbors or someone called the police and the police came. They were both taken for a cooling off period and issued a citation because they were loud and, you know, yelling back and forth and carrying on. This is not the first time that they have had this type of situation before. Like I said, he and Ariane did have a loud screaming match where neighbors called the police before. I want to say it was last year to be exact. And they pretty much the same thing. So this is not the same time. This is not the first time that this situation has happened between them. But they want to sit here and act like, oh, we're so Gucci, we're great parents, you know. Like I said, it was very odd for the two of them to go on live and be on live together, period, because that's not something that Martell would ever do. I'm going to show you guys a picture that I have. It's like a side by side. If you look at Ariane, how she usually looks over here. Okay, over here. That's usually how she looks. And if you look at her in the live, look at her face in the live versus how she usually looks. There's something there. I'm sorry. You can say it's weight gain, whatever. Ariane does not look like she used to look. Okay. That's how she used to look when Martell first started messing with her. Now she's looking like an old ass auntie. Martell is stressing her the hell out. She's stress eating. Yes. Now she don't go on live as much as she used to because she ain't feeling herself like she used to. Okay. Ariane is embarrassed to go live like she used to because y'all know she was real cocky on live. I'm that bitch. I'm that girl. I'm that girl. I'm that girl. That was her. Because she's gained so much weight and she don't look like she used to. She realizes that she's just not that girl that she used to claim to be. Okay. She was doing all of that to try to get a rise out of Melody and to make Melody feel away because she always felt like she was the baddest bitch. She was badder than Melody. Okay. But then that somehow the Lord kind of come up and threw there and switch things around. Melody is looking flawless out here with a bad body, honey. Melody's out here with a bad body now looking flawless. Hair, everything. Hair done, everything done. Y'all know the song. Hair done, nails done, everything done. When you look at Melody, she is always owning it, honey. When you look at Ariane now, she looking like an old ass auntie, distressed auntie. She looking like Aunt Ariane. That's what her ass is looking like now. She looking like somebody old ass auntie. She does. Martell has stressed this girl to the max. I keep telling y'all, he keeps promising her stuff and he don't deliver. He knows she ain't gonna leave him alone and don't leave and go anywhere because she needs him. She don't work. So she's hanging on the fact that he's about to be getting his Love and Marriage Huntsville check again. Okay. And that's what he keeps throwing in her face. You know, the show is getting ready to start back. So she knows what comes with the show coming back. So she's going to stick around and continue to put up with this bullshit and be stressed the hell out with her hair falling out. She was talking about before, my hair is coming out. Yes, your hair is coming out because you're stressed out because you're allowing this funky foot motherfucker to be coming up and through there and messing with your psyche. Girl, you used to brag all the time. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. She done made a whole trap song. I'm that bitch. I'm that. That was her. Every time you saw her pop online, posting pictures of herself, trolling Melody, okay? Calling other women fat, which she did a lot. Anytime you try to check her on something, yeah, you just fat. You're not healthy. You're going to wind up having a heart attack because you're overweight. You're overweight. You out of weight. You're overweight and you out of shape, okay? So what are you now? What are you now? Because you looking like you just left Golden Corral when you hopped your ass on live the other day with Martell. You looking like you just pulled up from Golden Corral. You were looking like you just put the chicken down. Like you just wiped the chicken grease off your fingers. That's how you were looking. No shade but shade. Yeah, no shade but shade. That's how you were looking. Because you called other women fat. You were trying to be nasty to other women because you really thought you was feeling yourself like you was that chicken. You was not. Okay, yeah. I don't know why. Just because you skinny don't mean you fine. Let me just go and say that. Okay. Martell done blew your head up out here to make you feel like that you was just that chick out here. You felt like because you done snatched him up, which he want nothing to snatch up. Now you see that now. Ain't it amazing how you can see that now? It's amazing. That's how the devil will do you. He will make it look like it's something so great until you actually get it and you be like, damn. It's like having a BMW. Let's use that. Because she had a whole BMW. She thought she was the shit out here riding around in a BMW. And it was raggedy as hell. It stayed in the shop. But you were able to, I'm driving a Beamer. I got a Beamer. Okay, but the bitch is broke down more than this working. If you gotta get the jumper cables every time you crank it up, baby, what you got? Trash. Martell gave you trash because he's trash. He bought you some trash because he's trash. And you thought you had something and you tried to throw it back up in Melody's face. Now you got to look at Melody being that bad bitch. Being that bad bitch. The same one that you said you were. The same bad bitch that you said that you were is the same one that she is now. Ain't that something how the Lord work? How he switched that thing around? Now, when you look in the mirror, you looking like an old ass distressed auntie. Okay, your son getting on your nerves, Martell getting on your nerves. You get your food stamps, baby. You're eating up all your food stamp money in about 2-3 days because you stressed the hell out. Martell, coming up over there, stressing you out, arguing with you. The police got to come and all this other mess. Ain't it amazing how time brings a change and reveals things? Because you try to make it seem like it was all good over there. Oh, it's good. I got Martell. Where he going? Nowhere. Oh, well, he went somewhere. I'm sorry to let you know. Look out your window. He's not there. Go and look at twin size beds that your ass sleep in. He's not laying there anymore. I'm glad you had to take a picture so that you can remember that he was in your bed and post it so that you can tell other women, oh, yes, he's over here in my bed. Okay. You had to take a picture so you can remember that he was laying up in your bed. Ain't it amazing how the Lord come up and through there and work, child? I said, Lord, look at you working out here. Lord, you're working overtime over here, child. Ain't it amazing? It's amazing. It is amazing to me how people can be so cocky. This girl was so cocky, y'all. And it's so crazy how she was so cocky. Nobody could not tell Ariane nothing. Okay. Now you self-conscious about how you look and you stay your ass offline and you trying to make it seem like she tried to put it out there as to say that she's so busy that she's working on herself. I'm not the same person that I used to be. Yeah, you're the same bitch. You're still her. You're still that same bitch. Yeah, you are. You her. Oh, I'm so busy with my clothing line. Girl, first of all, you can see through them. It don't take that much to sew up something you can see through. All right. Yeah. You're not busy with your clothing line. You're embarrassed to come online because of how you look now, okay? Because you're stress eating. You're stressed out. You know you look a damn mess, all right? You've been seeing Melody been walking around with braids. Now you done went and got braids. You still on your single black female vibe out here, girl. Yes, you are. You are. You're on your single black female vibe. You're still trying to be like Melody. You cannot figure out why she is not stressed out after all the things that you did to her and that you are the one that's stressed out. There's certain people and I keep saying there's certain people you cannot mess with in this world and in this life. It's certain people that you cannot put your mouth on and or say things about and or bother because they are connected to certain sources. So when you do that, you put yourself in a situation to be put down, to be embarrassed, to have to eat your words, which is what she's having to do now. And Martell continues to make a fool out of you by making you come on live to make him look good, even though your ass is sitting there looking the worst. You had to swallow your pride and lie for somebody so that you can continue to get a check and survive and be embarrassed and look stupid and look humiliated and everything else that comes with it. And for what, 10 years now, you've been fooling with him for a whole decade and you ain't got nothing out of the deal. You've lost more than you've gained when all you got to do is take your ass back to school, get your nursing degree, and get you a job so you can take care of your kids so you don't have to be relying on Martell. Martell is going to, ain't that what Millie said? Martell is going to be Martell. Martell is going to be Martell. Martell is going to be Martell. Martell going to be Martell. He's shown you who he was for the last 10 years that you've been fooling with him. So why you continue to think that things are going to change and that he's going to come around, I don't know why. You see that he ain't shit. And I'm going to say it right here. I don't like to talk bad about folk like that. But when it comes to him, we got to be one thou out. Martell ain't shit. If he was, his wife would have stayed with him. Okay? Melody would have stayed right there if she felt like he was shit. That's on period. Some people, you just got to cut them loose. Because that just ain't going to do right. And Martell is one of those people. He's manipulative. He's conniving. He's a pathological liar. He plays with her mind. He has so much control over Ariane. She don't know if she coming or going. She looks so damn stressed out in that live. She looks so stressed out in that live. Like she really like her mind is gone, y'all. And it's so sad. It's so sad to see somebody go. Let me show the picture again. When I looked at it, I said, Lord, as much as I don't like Ariane, I got to give it to her. She's easy. She's easy on the eyes. But that's the way the devil will do you. He will take you from looking like you look right there to looking how you look in that live. Look at her. Look at this girl. Keep playing with the devil. Martell is the devil. This is how you look this year. Let's look at you again this time around next year and see how you look after that. You are going down, ma'am. Keep fooling with Martell. You look crazy. That you would risk yourself, your psyche, your mental, your entire life. You are a beautiful individual and you risk your life for a fool who promised you something that he had no intentions of promising you and laugh in your face and on his live call you ghetto after he's already called you a peasant on national television and he's already called you his 15%, which he thinks of you as nothing, and you still continue to stay there and still continue to allow him to play with you and pull you down and drag you down. Women, stop doing that. Look at this girl. You go from being a beautiful, young, vivacious individual. You could have got anybody. You were in school. You were living your life. You were doing what you needed to do. Now look at you. You embarrassed to show your face on live. She could barely look into the camera. Go back and look at the live. And I went and I told you I don't miss nothing. This girl went on live and wanted. She could barely look up in the camera. Y'all know Ariane used to live for the camera. Anytime she went live, this was her. She wanted you to know she was on. She was all doing this shit here. She had her filter on. She was feeling herself. When she was on live with Martell, she could barely look up in the camera. She was looking down the little hole. She was looking down, playing with whatever it was in her lap. She was not engaging like she used to do because she's embarrassed, one, for, like I said, how she looks. She knows that she's stupid as hell for still fooling with him. Okay. Just the audacity of you to even show your face to even defend somebody who has pulled you down, who has lied on you, who has thrown you under the bus time after time, and you still continue to fool with him. I don't understand it. This man got a hold on you, girl. He got a hold on you. You need to look in the mirror at how you really look. Because in her mind, I think she thinks that she really looks like the other picture. In her mind, she feels a way about how she looks. Now she said, oh, I got to go work out. He was like, really? He said, really, Ariane, you don't work out. So he's telling you, yeah, you look crazy. He's telling you that you look fat. Martell has a type. He like how you used to look. Okay? He likes how you used to look. He looking at you now like, ugh. I just need you to come on live just to say that I won't involve in no shit because I got this show coming on and you ain't about to mess up my money. But yeah, come on here and what we talked about, come on here and let's talk about that. And I got to go. Mm-hmm. Said people saying you pregnant. Who you pregnant by? Like, who you pregnant by? He don't see you as that no more. His mind is on still trying to get back with Melody, even after 10 years. She's so stupid. And I hate to call people stupid, but oh Lord. Oh Lord. Martell got that girl so stressed out. When I saw that picture, I said, oh God, I got to share it. And you're going to pop up on his live and defend him after this man has embarrassed you publicly. He done made you a single mama once again, where you sitting over there relying on and waiting on a check, where you have to continue to pick up your kids and move several times because you keep getting into altercations with his ass, because you know Martell is very argumentative like a woman. Martell have women tendencies when it comes to being mature and or handling situations like an adult. Martell acts like a female. He lives to argue. Y'all see how he does and trolls Melody on the show. How he did at the board meeting. Oh, because you're such a bad mother. And then he say little stuff and then sashay his little tight ass up out of there like he feel like he won. That's how he operates. And that's how he does Ariane. That's how he does Ariane. Like she tried to, ain't nobody about to two-piece me. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Keep on. Keep right on fooling with Martell. And you're going to keep getting the same thing. Like my grandma say, as long as you keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. You're going to keep getting it. I can't feel sorry for a person like that. It's simple. Walk away. Tell him, look, Martell, I'm going to go down here and I'm going to put you on child support. Thank you for my son. Okay. Going to pay me child support. I'm about to move on with my life. I'm going back to school. I don't need you to take care of me. I don't need it. I see somebody putting it in linebackers. You called everybody a linebacker. Now you a linebacker. Okay. Hut, Arionne. Hut. You know what that mean? Yeah. Hut. Now your ass running around here looking like a linebacker. You can't wear your stomach out no more. See, you was real cocky. You were running around in the mirror, honey, doing your little selfies, sneaking pictures of Martell so you can show him the Melody to show that, yeah, your man over here with me. Walking around here with your little stomach out, walking around here with your little, your little tight pants on. You can't wear none of that shit no more. I got to give all my clothes to Paris. That must feel away. That must feel away. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry. Because you were serving body yada yada, honey, when you first came on the scene and you was feeling yourself. You was feeling yourself. Now, the only thing you feeling yourself with now is chicken and dumplings, greens, macaroni and cheese, probably some chitlins, because y'all in the South, hog maws, some of Wanda's contraption. She probably done slid you a plate over there too, honey. Wanda's deceased meats and taters, honey. You done probably been eating some of her potatoes too, because your ass look real swole over there. You're looking real chunky over there. Now I'm gonna talk about your ass because you were very cocky, and I don't usually like to talk about people and they weight. I usually don't like to do that. Okay, I don't like to be on that type of petty. But yeah, when it comes to her, I have no grace for you because you had no grace for nobody else. Okay, you mad at other women because they were married and they had a real man, and you were mad because you out here having to share a man. You mad at him. You mad at Martell because he was still getting Melody pregnant. And they were married. You were feeling away about that. You taking pictures of Martell unbeknownst to him laying in your bed so that you can post them to show Melody that he was over there in your bed. Okay. Yeah. Now he don't even want to look at your bed because your ass done got chunky and he see that you over there stress eating. Okay. And he done played you once again on live. Now you look stupid. I cannot feel sorry for you, dear. I cannot feel sorry for you. So moving on. Moving on, baby. You're not going to change. You're not going to change. Keep fooling with Martell. You steady going down. Everything about you is going down. And you got to look at Melody, the one that you tried to hurt the most. You got to look at Melody, the very one that you tried to hurt the most, and see how she is excelling and unbothered and booked and busy and still living her life while you are struggling. It's so sad. It's sad. It's sad. Martell came through there to kill, steal, and destroy, and he did all three to you, baby. You barely hanging on. You are barely hanging on. And it's sad. It's sad to see you go from that to where you are now. Your face all swole up. She could not look into the camera. I said, look at this girl. Look at this girl. You could barely look up into the camera, and then she kept trying to turn her face away. Arionne lived, like I said, she lives for that camera. She kept turning her face away. Yeah, did you eat your oatmeal? She ain't made no oatmeal. I said, girl, it's sad. It's sad. Let's move on, honey. It's sad. It is sad, Lord. All right, so Destiny Payton Williams, let's talk about her. Y'all know she's not on the show. Thank you so much, Chit Chat with QT. Said this is a morning sermon. Preacher, I appreciate it. Y'all be saying I'm preaching. I just be so passionate about what I'm talking about because, child, listen, we got to do better out here, women. We have got to do better. Stop this mess, please. Stop this mess. We got to stop allowing these men to pull us down. We're better than that. We are better than that. We're smarter than that. Okay, we got too much going on in our lives out here, honey, to be allowing somebody to pull us down to look like that, to go from looking beautiful and vivacious, okay, being able to pull any type of man to looking like that. That's just not the way. I'm sorry. And that's just God's karma coming back to bite you. That's all it is. And you still got more to come. And that's how it be. Keep messing with people. Certain people, like I said, certain people you can't mess with. And she's receiving her karma. And Martell's is coming as well. All right. All right, let's move on, honey. Destiny Payton, honey, she is left out of the promo for the new season of Love and Marriage Huntsville, honey. Carlos, he pretty much told her ass sitting at the reunion, you don't want to share your life, you're going to be out of here. Okay. You want to go around doing these promos and you want to talk about your life off screen. And then you think that you still going to have a job. Not so much. Carlos was like, yeah, no, you got to go. I'm sorry. So she has been left out of the promo. I'm hearing that Destiny is now going to be on a panel in Atlanta for some type of podcast she's going to be on. She's going to be doing a podcast in Atlanta at New Birth Missionary Baptist Church, where you guys know Jamal Bryant, honey. Don't get me started on him. It's going to be at his church. She's going to be doing a panel. It's called Wifey on Tour. Destiny, you don't need to be talking about nothing about no wife, baby, because you barely a wife for maybe 2 seconds, but go off, girl. So she's going to be giving a relationship advice. Thank you so much, Sugar, for the super chat. And like I said, why are you willing to open up on a whole panel now to be talking about your life when you should have been making a great coin being on the show doing that? You were on the #1 show on OWN. So you screwed that up to be on a podcast. That's like going from being a CEO to a janitor. Like, what the hell? You were on a #1 #1 show on OWN to being kicked off because you don't want to share your life. Why do you think that you're going to be on a show and everybody else got to talk about their life and their inconsistencies in their life and embarrassing moments, and you get to sit on yours and still earn a check and continue to talk about and/or throw everybody else's stuff out there and sit on your lies and your embarrassing moments. Okay. I would have put the shit out there. If I'm going to make a nice coin, yes. Now, as you can see, Kiki, she's been promoted to being a full-time cast member. Stormy and her husband are. Of course, Tiffany and Lewis, they're coming back as well. You could have been in that same boat had you put your business out there. You cannot be on a show, on a reality show, and not show your reality. You messed it up. There's so much that you could have talked about. And even if LeBaric didn't want you to talk about the marriage, I still would have found a loophole in some type of way to talk about what I need to talk about just to get my check. You spent your entire seasons on the show when you fell out with Melody talking about Melody, putting Melody's business out there. Now you're looking stupid. Walking around here doing these stupid ass small little speaking engagements where you ain't earning hardly no money. And you got to figure out where you got to stay. And your business been shut down. It's like everything about Destiny is going down, down, down. It's going down. And the reason why, like I just said, it's certain people you cannot fool with. It's like everybody that does things to Melody. I don't know what it is. She's got some type of light on her. Everybody to be on that BS and be trying to do something to this girl, it's like something just happens to them. Everything that they touch just turns to shit. And it just does. Keep on messing with people. Keep on. But she's going to be on a panel. Like I said, here's the panel. Y'all see Destiny on there, sitting there in the middle, smiling, honey, like she just hit the jackpot. All right. Yeah. She would be there, honey, with Bishop Jamal Bryant, honey. Maybe he'll put you in the house like he did Malaysia. No shade. Okay. Yeah. But So he was saying, yeah, you weren't willing to open up. So let me go and let you go since you don't want to do what you need to do out here. Okay. So one of the Scott brothers, honey, the one with the big hips and the thighs and the stomach, honey, and the one that's shaped like their mama, him, Michael Scott, honey, he decided to do a flyer to add Destiny on there, honey, so she wouldn't feel bad. Because y'all know that Destiny was saying that when they had the Black Business Expo that thank you so much for being a member. She was saying that that Stormy and that Tisha reached out to her and begged her to come down to do her little booth, honey, so she could feel important, even though we already knew Madonna was closed while you was doing a booth. Promoting Madonna products is unbeknownst to me, baby. But do what you got to do out here. Whatever makes you feel important. Okay. She cracking me up. Yes, he do have big hips. Y'all know he is shaped just like that mama, honey. Y'all saw her up dancing and gyrating. I hear messing up her disability check. We done talked about it. Her ass supposed to be in the wheelchair. She up gyrating. But anywho, Michael Scott, honey, he decided to do an old flyer after they did the whole promo for the new season of Love and Marriage Huntsville, and he gonna do one to add Stormy in there as well as Destiny. Now, Destiny is not gonna be on the show. Here's the flyer. Y'all see Destiny sitting there with her leg open, child. Looking like she's trying to be on 10, but she's still down there on 1. Still hanging on to that 1. Take that 0 up off there, girl. You ain't on 10, girl. You on the 1. We're going to give you that 1. Okay. So, yes, child, Michael Scott, he decided to go on, and y'all can see his name up there at the top. He decided to go and make a little flyer, honey, like he's a regular cast member. So the Destiny wouldn't feel bad, honey, that she got her little walking papers, child, from the show. But yeah, girl, you went from being an extra to you can't even be extra no more. I'm just like, Destiny, your ass should have been extra. You would have been on the show. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with Destiny. Y'all know she's not gonna be on the show. And I don't think Wanda's ass gonna be on there either, because like I said last night in my live, several people have been asking Wanda, are you gonna be on the show? Are you filming? Like she calls it filming, not filming. I'm like, yes, it has an M in it, not F-I-L-I-N-G. It's, F-I-L-M-I-N-G. Wanda, if you went to school down there in Bismarck. Yeah, she says, I don't know if I'm filming. You guys just gonna have to watch the show and see if I'm filming. Okay, she focusing on her lawsuit. That's what Wanda's focused on. She done paid this $3,500, so her focus is on her lawsuit, honey, of trying to sue the bloggers. That's what her focus is currently. So she ain't thinking about filming because her ass ain't filming. Okay, yeah. So she's popping up anyway to Love and Marriage Huntsville cameras are to see if they can put her in any scene so she can get a coin. That's what Wanda is up to. She's still out here on her bullshit, girl. Okay, her and her blowed up food truck and her casket, her casket grills. Okay. For those of you that didn't see it, let me go on and show y'all. I gotta keep promoting Wanda and her casket grills out here. Yeah. For Wanda's deceased meats and taters, honey, with the embalming fluid marinated meats out here. Okay. Go off, Wanda. Go on off, child. But yeah, Wanda's deceased meats and taters, y'all. Yeah. So Wanda, she's focused on her Wanda's deceased meats and taters, honey, with her casket grills over there in her funeral parlor, baby. So she ain't really worrying about filming no more because they're not filming her. So yeah, am I being petty? Probably. Yes. Yes, honey. So in door number 1, that's probably gonna be the hot dogs and hamburgers, and in door number 2, there on the casket, baby, that's probably gonna be the chicken and taters back there on the back end. So yeah, go on and pull up, child, and get your plate out. I told you, you're gonna get that good old combo, honey. It's gonna come with a drink and a dessert, and you get a free bottle of Pepto-Bismol to go with the shit, so you can wash it down, honey. And make sure you're going to call Blue Cross Blue Shield and make sure they're covering you, honey, because you're gonna need it. Let's move on. All right. Yes, honey, I live for it. I do. All right. Is that all I want to talk to y'all about? Because we got to get on up out here. What are we? Almost into an hour. Yes, we got to go, child. Y'all can't hold me today. Okay. Y'all cannot hold me. I want to make sure I gave you guys all the info today. But yeah, I'm happy that the show is coming back, honey, on the 8th. I am super duper happy about that because, yes, that's going to give me some more stuff to talk about because y'all know Love and Marriage Huntsville. I cover all of that over here. Y'all are crazy. I see y'all cracking up. Yes, honey. So hopefully this season goes well so that we can have some things to talk about in terms of covering for you guys. I don't know where the hell I saved that video at with Carlos King talking. Maybe it's the Lord, honey, saying I don't need to listen to Carlos' annoying voice this morning, child. I may have to go live and put that on there later. But thank you guys so much. We're going to go ahead and end the live there in Car Chronicles there. I do appreciate you guys joining us, honey, for Car Chronicles this morning. Yes, I do. I think I covered everything. Yes. So thank you guys for joining Car Chronicles this morning. I appreciate it. Thank you, mods, and everybody for doing such a great job for keeping the trolling down. Thank you, Chit Chat with QT, for being here. Did I see Aunt Anna here? If she's here, thank you so much for being here as well, ma'am, and any other content creators that joined us. And also thank you to my mods for, like I said, keeping the trolling down. Thank you to my Caramelians for being so faithful, honey, coming over here, hitting the like button. We got 877 in the building, 437 likes. Let's get the likes up. If you didn't hit the like on the way in, please hit it on your way out. And also go ahead and subscribe to this channel so you can be privy to more drags and or tea and information. All right. Love you guys that way and goodbye. Yes. Y'all have a great Monday.